right, Chris, how long have you had this four-in-hand together as a team?
Let's see, the youngest one's 11, so when she was about 6.
So who's the youngest?
The youngest is the left wheeler, that's Tassel,
Okay.
Knox Farm Tassel. And the right wheeler is her full sister, Knox Farm Felicity.
And who's up front?
And up front on the left is Knox Farm a la mode, and on the right is Knox Farm Hobby. Hobby's the oldest at 15. The diagonal ones here are 13, and Tassel's 11.
What do these ponies do when they're not driving?
Anything and everything. They're grandkid ponies. We use them on roundup. They move cows, sort cows. They jump. They do dressage. A little bit of everything. And so the two wheelers are full sisters. The two leaders are full sisters, and the mother of the leaders is the wheelers' grandmother.
So they're all. It's a
They're
family.
all siblings, yes. And they're all by Kilcullen.
Okay.
Our stallion, Rosemary Kilcullen, who's by Column.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So his dam sire is Column, and his sire is Ginger Blue.
Golly.
Okay.
And describe the competition that you guys are here competing in this weekend.
Okay, so this is the Kentucky Classic. It's one of the FEI competitions in the United States. There's only 4 this year. Well, there were 5 this year, but there'll be 4 over this next season through the winter. There's 2 or 3 depending on in Florida, and there's 2 here in Kentucky in October. And so we were competing in the FEI Pony 4-in-hand class, and it's a lovely show here at the horse park.
So when I was live streaming, somebody asked me a question, what does the groom do? And I did my best to describe it. Maybe you guys could clarify.
Okay, well, the groom does several things. On the carriage, they're sitting in the back looking like attractive potted plants. But whenever you stop, the one groom heads the leaders and the other groom heads the wheelers to make sure that the horses stand quietly while the driver's doing whatever it is they need to stop for. And for any kind of emergencies. And then when we're doing the cross-country part, the one is called the Navigator, and they stand behind the driver. They hold the driver's seatbelt, and they help the driver remember where he's going. And the backstepper, and the Navigator does this too, but the backstepper actually helps keep all 4 wheels of the carriage on the ground by using his weight, especially on turns that are on side hills, using his weight to keep the uphill wheel down so that you don't have a turnover.
Yep, that sounds like a pretty dangerous job to me.
Yeah. The shaft would be on either
On a
side of
cart.
a single, yeah.
Sorry.
Either side of a single would have 2 shafts, yeah. But same idea. It's the part that sticks out that they, in the single, it's actually what they're pulling, you're attaching to it.
And a more rigid part of all of this than the harness. And what's the type of vehicle that we're in that the ponies are pulling?
This is Kuhnli is the brand name. It's made in Germany by a company called Kuhnli, and it's
a brake down there.
This is called the vehicle itself is called a sporting brake.
Okay.
And yes, we do have brakes. We have front and rear brakes, and we have a 5th wheel brake here. It has a turntable 5th wheel, so you can make tight turns.
Oh, cool.
And the 5th wheel brake, when you go to back up, if you don't have a 5th wheel brake, you'll jackknife it quickly. And so the 5th wheel brake, you can lock it with this other brake here. This is going to be a little chaotic here because people are loading up to leave. Oh, good. We got a space.
Oh, yes.
Hey, there's Catherine. Walk on. Having a little mini Connemara meeting here.
Thank you for the ride and the description of these beautiful ponies. Phil, thanks for competing them.
Blog. You're going to be famous on the blog.